positions, but no, Hamlet's having none of it.
No! Contact between the two, no!
Really that crazy? Oh, they touched. He's off. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. He's up into third from almost at the back of the grid. And he's sending it on the inside hard. Justin took the victory there.
And we are green. Let's go. Barrel carts get up in front. Rowan's just keeping his nose cone right up behind his guys. Oh no, and then Aaron got taken out by Justin at a cone.
Oh no.
I think he's starting to prep the envelope. He's going to start licking that stamp soon. Alessandro is going to take the victory of today's event. Oh no!
Oh, he's crashed.
The slipstream effect is
He's got to send it. He's got to send it. Come on.
Aaron Eastman with a fantastic comeback drive.
It's like a magnet between these two. Corey Hyatt and Lucas Thompson. And that looks like cart number 3. That's Lampy moving himself up the orders. So something big must have definitely happened. So absolutely spectacular racing and very, very eventful. I have actually started to lose my voice here.
Oh, he's going to go down the inside. We've got this on the helmet cam. Great pass there.
But the man of the hour, Alessandro Serenetti, taking the win.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 9, Round 1 of the Online Karting Championship. This is going to be, hopefully, one of the biggest or best seasons so far. These guys managed to hang around for 9 seasons. And this season, we're doing things a little bit differently. It's changing up from a paid or a free entry to a paid one, and with the paid entries we've got some good sponsorships or decent sponsorships this season, and I'm going to run through them and then also chat through the prizes. Before we head into that, we are currently in qualifying. We've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left, as you can see on your screen. Yeah, let's quickly chat through the sponsors. So sponsor, we've got live lap timing. Live lap timing makes tags that connect to your phone to record lap times around a track, activated using GPS technology. No magnetic strip or timing loops needed. Using the live lap timing app, it connects you. Wow, look at my great reading, sorry guys. It then connects you to the tag and the data it is collecting in terms of laps and lets you compare in your race team. This is a British based company. Then we've got Hyatt Designs. Hyatt Design is a designer of liveries and tracks in Kart Racing Pro. Champions wear Hyatt Designs, and if I'm not mistaken, almost all the FPR guys are wearing the Hyatt Design helmets. Okay, then Minus 273 is a racing apparel company that is most popular for its awesome glove designs. They also sell t-shirts, hats, and even some apparel for bike riding. This is an American-based company. Then OP Motorsport Designs. OP Design specialist in real-life logo, helmet, awning, and suit designs based in the UK. We will be awarding people with free helmet design and free logo designs. Against Odds Sports, video editing company specialized in creating visual CVs for sporting individuals such as rugby players and racing drivers, and technically any type of sport. Then we've got SKM, SimCard Modding, is a modding team who creates tracks and mods that we are currently using for KRP, and they are actually also the modders for the engines that we are using this season. Okay, and let's just head into how tonight's going to run. So we've got, okay, free practice has been completed. We've got a 10-minute qualifying. We're almost done with that. We've got a pre-final of 12 laps and a final of 17 laps. Interviews after the race. Then how we've got some penalties, rules here. So front fairing penalties, that's a 2-place penalty. No restarts, no Battenbergs. No penalties in the pre-final. We've got a rolling start, as always with OKC. Starting the evening with 20% wet. I think the racetrack is completely dry at the moment, so that won't be a factor anymore, at least. And we've got limited tire sets. We've got 3 race stewards. We're using the IME X30 senior engine, and we are racing at Zuera in Spain tonight. So if I butcher anybody's names, I apologize in advance. There's a whole bunch of new guys this season with names that I will most likely butcher during the event. So guys, I apologize in advance for that. I will get everybody's names right as we get along. Okay, now that we've gone through the festivities, let's look at what's happening in the qualifying at the moment. If the timing sheet is correct, which it almost seems like it's accurate enough, Serenetti is currently leading the way from Heathman, followed by Rullet. So that's 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths, then 6.5 tenths. Then we just need to follow the sheet correctly, because as you can see, there's some guys are showing at different places on the track, but they are actually, or on a timing sheet, actually a little bit further up. It seems like Carmine Caruso is a little bit further up than 12th as it shows on the timing sheet, and then Daniel Mulem. I think everybody just needs a complete lap so we can see this thing start. So it seems like the Tullio is now currently taking the realm on the top honors so far. I'm just gonna. I just need to open my name sheet so I can get the people name, because they didn't join. Not all of the people join the servers with the correct name, so it does sometimes confuse us. But yeah, I'll try and get my best done. Also, bear with me, I'm solo commentating tonight. I'm solo streaming, solo managing everything here. Well, luckily not race stewarding, but from a production perspective, I'm alone tonight, so I'm going to try and get everything. If for a second or two my brain freezes up, that's probably because I'm trying to switch between drivers or stuff like that. So yeah, just bear with me if I just die out. And then also we are streaming to the OKC Facebook page. We are streaming to my Twitch channel. Please, guys, if you've got something to say or any questions, please feel free to ask them. I will read on the side monitor when something pops up. I will try and answer you guys on the stream, and just make it a nice interactive stream tonight. So yeah, feel free to chat with us. We've got a minute and a half left of this qualifying session. I believe we will go straight into the race after this. Hi there, DXRK. So, is that Solar? Otherwise, I'm just gonna. It's Dylan. Dylan who? Dylan Denas, how's it going, man? Are you not racing in the league? Why not? I should probably talk through the prizes for the championship. I'll see if we can quickly bring it up. Oh, you don't want to pay? Yeah, it's not for everybody. Obviously, there are a lot of free leagues, so nobody has to pay for any league if they don't want to. But obviously, it is a somewhat of an investment. You pay a little bit of an entry fee and hopefully win something back. So I understand a lot of people don't want to pay, and a lot of people are willing to pay. So each to their own. Following Mr. Wright. This is probably the oldest guy in the Karapi community. Paul Wright is a wide old fox on the karting track at 60 or 61 years old. Look at Bryce Stevens Racing saying Carmine is about to win tonight. Facts. Let's see if Carmine's gonna pull it through. Carmine is racing for which team? Let me see. He falls under privateer. Well, he's entered as a privateer at least. And everybody's trying to finish off on their final laps for qualifying, guys. We'll pull up the street. Which guys is he using your helmet or your your actual helmet? Oh, that's interesting. Let's see if we can get him on. Damn thieves. Not that Daniel. I don't think he's on track at the moment. Carmen is on magic. Okay, that's qualifying. Let's quickly pull up the timing sheets, guys. Let's just see what we've got going before these guys just head into the race, which seems like they're going to try and do it. Okay, so Serenity takes pole with the Tulio following very, very close. That's less than a tenth. We've got Heathman, so it's all FPR guys. Rullet, Caruso, Vanquish, that is Frank Mossman. As always, Daniel Mulham in 7th. We've got Murray. That's Murray Adams. Currently in 8th, Kelleher, 9, Bill Wright in 10th, and that is number 23 of Francesco, is it Manzone? I'm going to assume it's not how you pronounce it, but sorry, I'm going to probably butcher it the whole night, so that's my apologies. And then we've got, is it Savaglio, Christian, filling up the last slot on the grid. So we're going to go into the race. Tulio is going to take us around the formation lap, and then we're going to head into racing. Carmine, the two-handed boat, is it Bowler from Long Island wins OKC round 1. Let's see if he's going to manage it. So we are just waiting on everybody to get onto the track. We've got 15 more minutes of the pre-start, and then we'll go into the sequence. Oh, there's already a guy that got disqualified. That is Francesco, number 23. Oh, somebody's not on track. Where's Serenity? Oh, there we go. That's a restart. Why are we restarting? Somebody just disappeared. Guys, please, if you haven't followed, follow the OKC Facebook. I'm streaming to their page tonight. That's the online car championship. That's on Facebook. Please give them a follow. I'm assuming most of the guys in the chat is already following, so if you haven't, please share the stream. Let's get the viewership up. Let's just get Kart Racing Pro. We grow it even more. It has grown quite a lot in the last year or half a year, and I'd like to think it's got a lot to do with all the leagues putting a lot of effort into building the communities, and then all the leagues trying to get some streams up, which is getting some exposure to the community. So please, guys, just if you can, feel free to share everything you can possibly share. As you can see, we've got a minute left of the pre-start. Hopefully we're going to get going this time around. There we go. We've got the start sequence. I'm not going to get all excited because these guys are going to get going with a formation lap, although it does show it's lap 1, they don't do a standing start, they do the traditional rolling start. I think there's only one league currently using a standing start, or 2, because I think the shifters use a standing start as well. But yeah, we're going to go finish up the formation lap. Guys, heat up their tires, and then we're going to get going. I feel like there's a lot of love for Caruso tonight in the chat. Either it's a lot of love or a lot of sarcasm. Alright, as you can see, the guys' hands are up. They are ready to get into the last... Well, there's quite a lot of the track left before we get into the last corner, but This is going to be an interesting race. It's the first round of the OKC Season 9, so let's see what the guys get going this time around. We've got 12 carts on track. We are lining up into the last corner. Oh, well, the second last corner. Alright, and we've got Serenity who's taking us into the tram lines now. It's gonna just work that throttle a little bit, get the pace down nice and slow, everybody stack up. And it's up to Serenity to get us going. And it's green, 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 and Rullet gets a very good start on the outside. And Caruso, oh, he takes himself out, that's unfortunate. He tried to climb the, ooh, and Serenity gets onto the grass as well. Does seem like most of the guys got through pretty clean. Rullet is on top of, the Tulio is gonna get on the outside, no. Ooh, Mulem took Mossman out. I definitely saw Mulem take Mossman out there. Anyways, let's go back up to the front, or it's the battle between 4th and 3rd. Rullet got past the Tulio. And so let's just quickly run through what we see at the back here. So Murray made it through. Mossman, he somehow survived through all of that carnage. We've got Paul Wright following Mossman at the moment. In ooh. Just randomly bumped to a different camera there. Okay, we've got Mulem. Mulem's doesn't have a nose cone. He's probably going to get penalized in any case, although there's no penalties in the pre-final. There's also no restarts, so you can vote for restarts as much as you want. Carmine's right at the back. He's got his word cut out for him to get all the way back to the front, but it's not the end of the race yet. As we go back to the front, we've got the two teammates fighting. Hopefully they aren't fighting. Hopefully they are just going to work together to build a gap between them and Rullet. Rullet is, of course, very consistent, very quick, and is always just either in front or thereabouts. So, and he's the odd one out when it comes to the FPR train at the moment. So Rullet's going to try and spoil the fun for the FPR team tonight. We are just going to see what we've got. The Tulio's going to maybe get into his groove now. It seems like he's just holding on to Rullet at the moment. And the gap between 2nd and 3rd is building quite a lot. So the Tulio is now in striking. Nah, he's got a little bit of a gap between him. I'm going to bring up a second camera for you guys, just so we can follow the onboard of the Tulio. And there we go. We're going to see if the Tulio's going to manage it. He's going to go down the inside. He's got it lined up. Yes, he's got that. But Rullet is going to try and fight that back from the start. This guy shouldn't be fighting too much, but we currently have FPR 1, 2, 3. And Rullet is just behind him, and he drives for AMG CV Performance. It's quite a long name to get out there. But the Tulio's already building a small gap. Just gonna see what we've got going on at the back. So Mossman managed to get past Murray, and so we currently have FPR 1, 2, 3. We have AMG CV Performance in 4th and 5th, and then Bull Wright is just behind these guys. Carmine Caruso has managed to get all the way back past 1, 2, 3, 4 guys already, so he's on the hunt, but he might get 1 or 2 more places, but I don't see him catching up to the front pack. But anyways, let's just quickly see what we've got going. There's a big battle between Serenity and Heathman at the moment. Still, these two guys are just on top of each other, building a gap. Carmine lost it first. I highly doubt that's going to happen in this race. Don't think it's enough laps, so it might be in the final. In any case, so once again, the battle up front is between Serenity and Heathman. Two teammates, and these two guys have been battling many a lap on the track in the KRP community. And that seems to be the biggest battle at the moment, with Rullet just trying to catch up. Oh no, the Tulio trying to catch up and Rullet trying to catch up to the Tulio. I think Heathman decided, you know what, I'm not going to use the same suit as the rest of the team. Let's put Heathman's chase cam on to the stream. And he's now lining him up. It's bumper to bumper. Is he going to send it down the inside? He's probably just going to push, push draft him or bump draft him. Wow, my brain just broke there. Bump draft him to build a gap a little bit more. It does seem like these two guys are, okay, the gap is now 8-10, so we'll see when they get around the track again. I'm gonna leave the camera on the follow cam and just see if we can just see what's happening behind these guys. Oh no, these two guys spun out, Serenity and Heathman. I think Serenity made a mistake and Heathman just drove straight into him. That's crazy, that's very unfortunate. Luckily it's only a pre-final. I don't even know if they score in the pre-final in this league. I'll have to just find out. It doesn't seem like there's any other battles on track at the moment, so that puts, let's just double check, that puts the Twilio up, promotes him into first. Wow, that's actually quite crazy. It does seem like Serenity made a mistake on his own. I will have to check the replay just to confirm, but a mistake by himself, and it took his teammate out as well, which is very, very unfortunate. But they only lost 2 positions, so it's not going to be that bad. The 2 positions, this is all he lost, so it's not that bad for him at the moment. So you can still make up a lot in, or make up the places in the final, which is where it counts really. There's a lot of gaps between everybody on the track, but I'm gonna just run through. So we've got Atulio in first, followed by Rullet. Then we've got Heathman and Serenity. Behind Serenity we have Mossman. So we currently have FPR, CV Performance, FPR, CV Performance, and then Murray Adams. He drives for TBM. I will have to find out what that team stands for. And then Caruso is up into 7th at the moment. He's catching up to Murray right now, so that's Caruso still making up a lot of positions on the track. It's still some time to get a position. He might only have enough time for one more position. Followed by Bill Wright, who's in 8th at the moment. Mulem still driving without that. Well, not still driving. He can't get his nose cone back, but he's still hanging in there without the nose cone, which is quite amazing because everybody else behind him has everything on their card still. And then Daniel Keller in 10th. Francesco. What's it? It's probably Manzoni. Well, I'm gonna have to ask him to pronounce his surname for me so I can get it right. Any case, we're gonna go up to the battle in front. There does seem to be a battle between... oh, somebody spun out. Number 77, that is Mossman. Mossman spun out on track, what I could see there. So number 20... So we've got a battle between Murray and Caruso now. Caruso's going to get another position because Mossman span out as well, so... absolutely crazy. Carman took himself out at the beginning of the race. He's just gonna have a little look, just a naughty look down the inside, but it's not gonna make anything of it. But he does have the momentum. He's gonna send it down the inside into the next corner. No, he is actually gonna do it. And no, he's gonna tuck in behind Murray Adams again. He's gonna have to get the momentum and try and make something happen. He's got 3 more laps to do it, and that's gonna then promote him up into 5th. So it's a good comeback drive after taking himself out. But Murray Adams has still got his position, still hanging in there. He's probably going to start driving a little bit more defensive. You would think so. And Carman Caruso's going outside. He lost a lot of momentum through there. But it doesn't seem like it bothered him too much. So it's maybe they're just racing completely different lines around the corner. And Caruso's now got a good exit out of the last corner. He's now in the slipstream. He's going to probably send it into the... wow, I was about to say it's probably not the best place to go through there and wait for the slower corner to send it into, but in any case Caruso might be a little bit impatient at the moment, so he's just really trying to get this position. And Caruso goes down the inside. Yes, he made that stick. It was a little bit bumping there, but I guess it's not the end of the world. He's got his position, and we are going to see if we can just go back to the front. Serenity is still somewhat behind Heathman, and Rollet is still just 2 kart lengths behind Tertulio, who's been handed the first place after Serenity spun out and took Heathman with him. But in any case, we're going to follow the battle up front now. See if Rollet is able to make something happen. Just going to get Rollet's helmet cam on the stream. Just follow him for another lap. And Rollet is now just tucked in behind Tertulio. He's a little bit closer this time around. He's going to try and get close, a slight bit closer than that. Right on top of that number 20 kart, and then slipstream him down the main straight or start finish. And then probably try... Oh, wow, we just lost Rollet there. Oh, that is because he's got internet problems. He's always the guy that we struggle to follow when it comes to the league. Any case, so we've got Rollet now behind Tertulio. Is a lot closer than first time around, so he's got a serious slipstream. There's a long corner. It's in the final lap. Is he going to try and send it down the inside? He's going to go on the outside is his placement of choice this time around. Oh, they touched a little bit, but he's still on the outside. Tertulio's defending us really well, but Rollet's got the inside. And it's a cutback from Tertulio, but it does seem like Rollet's got the racing line for the next corner, so that might be the end of that battle. But Tertulio is not really keen. Oh, no, Rollet goes a little bit wide. Tertulio comes down the inside. And these guys are just swapping around quite a lot. A little bit of bumping as well. But now Tertulio seems like he's got the main spot on the podium, or the main slot for the final. And Rollet might have to settle for that one. And Serenity took Heathman. He passed Heathman as well. So, in any case, Tertulio is driving very defensively. He's got that position covered at the moment. And that would be Tertulio taking the first pre-final of OKC season 9, round 1. That's Rollet in second. That was really good driving between these two guys. And then Serenity managed to get past Heathman. And then next down the line is Carmine Caruso, who managed basically from last place to 5th. Not the best story last to first, but he did put a big comeback drive in, so it's not bad. Followed by Murray Adams, and then Bill Wright, Daniel Mulum without his nose cone, Daniel Kelleher. Okay, whatever that was. Mossman. Oh, those are all the guys that didn't finish the race. So I'm just gonna open the... This is the end of the race. So Tertulio managed to take it. They went less than a tenth across the line. So it was a very close battle up front between Tertulio and Rollet. 3rd place for Serenity after spinning out in 1st and then taking Heathman with him, who ended up in 4th. Caruso 5th. Adams in 6th. Bright 7th. Mulum 8th. Keller 9th. Mossman in 10th, and then Manzoni, I'm going to try and get that right at some point in my life, in 11th, and Servaglio did not, he only finished half of the race, less than half of the race. So now we are just going to wait for everybody to get back onto the grid when they move over into the final. Tyra Racing saying on Twitch, Leon, send it. Yeah, he really did. There was a lot of on-track battling between Tertulio and Rollet, so that was absolutely fantastic to watch. I just had to take a sip of my refreshments at my desk because last lap was quite a lot of shouting between Rollet and Tertulio, so yeah, it was really good racing between everybody. Most part of the pre-final seemed to be very clean, so that was really nice to watch and commentate on. Guys, yeah, like I said, if you are watching the stream via Twitch or Facebook, please follow the channels. Support the online karting championship. If you want to get involved, please go to their Facebook, chat to Alessandro Serenetti. He will give you all the information to get involved in this league. Oh, while we wait, I wanted to bring up the prizes for this event. Okay, cool. I brought it up here. So, as you guys can see, there's some nice sponsorships going around. So, first place gets free entry into the next season, which will give him the #1 seed as well. He gets a first place trophy sponsored by Higher Designs. Gets a free 3-view helmet designed by OP Designs with that is £100. Then a free pre-designed helmet for Kart Racing Pro, which is worth £11. And then one free sample of a full kit live map timing device that is worth £100 plus tax. Second place, 50% off, #2 seed. A second place trophy sponsored by Higher Designs. A free pair of minus 273 gloves worth up to £60. £15 off of your OP Design services. That's a helmet or logo design. We've got one free sample of a full kit live lap timing device for second place as well. And we're going off to third. That's 20% off the registration fees. #3 seed. Third place trophy by Higher Designs. £15 off OP Design services, helmet or logos. And then another one free sample of a full kit live lap timing device. And then there's a top amateur, 50% off, one free hour session, one free 1 hour session on KRP coaching, setups, drive improvement, and racecraft. That's worth £50. And then one free logo design by OP Designs. There's another. Just bringing up the last bit of the page. Fourth place gets trophy by created by Higher Designs, #4 seed, and then fifth place, a fifth place trophy powered by Higher Designs, and then the seed, and then all the way till 10th you are getting a seeded number. All the prizes are proudly sponsored by the sponsors that we mentioned. That's minus 273, Higher Design, Gatehart Sports, OP Motorsports, and Live Lap Timing. And then SKM is missing here as well. SKM is part of the modding guys. Really, really good stuff from them. Their tracks are amazing. Their mods are great. Something just happened. I'm assuming we are just waiting. On the excuse me. There might be some penalties that need to be discussed quickly. So we are currently just waiting for the guys to get back into racing again. So while we are waiting, we'll just have the track open on whoever's doing some laps while everybody's waiting for penalties and all those things to be handed out. There are two penalty warnings. First warning is against number 44. That's Daniel Miller, morning safe driving infraction lap 1. Then warning against number 4, which is Aaron Heathman, safe driving infraction turn 5, contact with Serenetti. So there was contact between them. Wonder if that was contact. That might have been just a nudge earlier in the race that we might have missed. Any case, guys, first race was good. Very decent race. I quickly want to just bring up that. Yeah, so according to the sheets, we are meant to start with the final as of 5 minutes ago, so running a little bit over the time there. Not a train smash, but it would be great if we get into it soon. I'm just going to play us a clip while we wait for these guys to get back into it, guys. So I'm just going to take a minute, a step away for a minute from my desk. So I will be right back. But no, Hamlet's having none of it.
No, contact between the two. No.
Really that crazy? Oh, they touched. He's off. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. He's up into third from almost at the back of the grid. And he's sending it down the inside hard. Justin took the victory there.
And we are green. Let's go. Roll cards get up in front. Rowan's just keeping his nose cone right up behind his guys. Oh no, and then Aaron got taken out by Justin and Akona.
Oh no.
I think he's starting to prep the envelope. He's going to start licking that stamp soon. Alessandro is going to take the victory of today's event. Oh no!
Oh, he's crashed.
The slipstream effect is
He's got to send. He's got to send it. He's got to send it. Come on.
Aaron Eastman with a fantastic comeback drive.
It's like a magnet between these two, Corey Hyatt and Lucas Thompson. And that looks like cart number 3. That's Lampy moving himself up the orders. So something big must have definitely happened. So absolutely spectacular racing and very, very eventful. I've actually started to lose my voice here.
Oh, he's going to go down the inside. We've got this on the helmet cam. Great pass there.
But the man of the hour, Alessandro Serenetti, taking the win.
Okay, guys, we are back at it. Everybody's going to start getting onto the grid. Obviously, they set the server to practice mode just a couple minutes back, so that means the starting grid is not going to look the way it's meant to look, but what they will do is they'll get into the formation lap, the standard starting procedure as they always do, and then they'll just start reshuffling the grid as they get along or finish up with their formation lap, and then we'll get into the tram lines and start this race. So it shouldn't take too long. It should be quite quick for everybody to figure out where they're meant to be. I'm sure the race stewards will give them or shout in their ears as they get along. I will try and get a second commentator for the next round, so we can at least have a conversation with each other instead of me looking at my monitor, talking to myself the whole time. So that's why I need the chat in Facebook and Twitch. Ask your questions, make your statements. I will read it out as long as it's within the T's and C's of social media. So please don't be racist. Please don't hate, discriminate, etc., etc. Let's keep it nice and clean. Let's have a conversation. We've got 15 seconds left of the... Oh, we're going into the start sequence. Killer seems to be bouncing quite a lot on the track. It's very interesting, but in any case... Oh, they're gonna go straight into... Oh, this is carnage. They're going to go off the grid with following up into the positions where they're meant to be, except for this one guy who is Francesco. There we go, he just hit the brakes. I'm assuming the race steward shouted at him right there. Gonna give everybody a moment to shuffle the grid as it's meant to be. Somebody spun off on the formation lap, which is great. So it's showing there's 18 laps. Obviously we start the race on a standing start, but then they do a formation lap, and so we only have officially 17 laps to race. Was that the Keller is lagging quite a lot? What is his ping looking like? His ping isn't even high. I've got crazy high ping, but that's because I'm on the other side of the planet. I'm sitting in South Africa. It doesn't look too bad though. It's just that one cart bouncing quite a lot. Quite interested to see why everybody's just moving a little bit on the track and getting their positions where they should be. I thought they did that from the start. Any case, guys in the chat, please tell us, what do you think? Who's gonna win this? Is it gonna be the Tullio Rullet as they finished with Serenetti in third and Heathman, or are we gonna see Serenetti come through? You see Heathman come through, or are we gonna see Caruso not spin out into the first corner and maybe pose a threat? Everybody's gonna get their tires heated. Big Daddy Leon Rullet. That's Sam Bailey calling it out in the chat. Leon's gonna have to send it really hard this time around and make it stick though and not lose it. But Leon bullet. Well, the bullet was, or the gun shot the bullet into the final lap. He managed to miss everything and end up in second, so that's unfortunate from his side, but it seems like the chat is siding with Rullet for the final. We are now going around the final corner. Everybody's lined up in the double file. The Tullio is going to be the guy taking us through this start procedure. Are we going to see a dark horse, or is it going to be the top 5 guys battling it out? We are ready to go in the tram lines. The Tullio's got control of the pack at the moment. And we are ready to go. It seems like Heathman gave Rullet a big push, which puts the Tullio under pressure, but Serenetti's coming down the inside, straight up into the first corner, which is a flat-out corner. And then we are heading into the second corner, which seems like everybody's going through there. Caruso managed to get past Heathman. Heathman's actually falling back, and Mulem takes out another guy. Surely this can't be real. This is the second race in a row where he just dives down the inside and bumps somebody off the track. Crazy. And who did he actually take off? Who was the loser in that whole exchange? Give me 1 second, I just need to move down the grid to see what happened there. It was Caruso. Carmine Caruso got taken out by Mulem. That's crazy, man. It's the second race in a row where Caruso, not Caruso, that Mulem takes somebody out into that exact same corner. So I guarantee you that's going to be a penalty. It can't not be a penalty. Any case, let's go back to the racing. It's the Tullio followed by Serenity and then Rallet. Oh, he touched. Is he going to send it down the inside? He is going to try and squeeze it in there. Serenity's being pushed out wide. He's got the inside line. No, but he lost it. Rallet made that position stick there. And then we've got, it's FBR versus the poor 1CV performance driver. Crazy. But Rallet's flying the flag high today. And we've got the Tullio, Rallet, Serenity, and Heathman is now followed or catching up to the pack again. Followed by Mulem, who is the only guy that scored from that exchange with Caruso. He took him out completely. Mossman is now trying to catch up as well. Then we've got Bull right behind him. Caruso's up to, is that 9th? No, he's up to 8th. He's already passed number 23 there. And then we're just going to go quickly through the grid just to see what's happening here. Keller is spun off there. In any case, so Rallet is now battling with the Tullio. Ooh, they touched a little bit, but he's going to send it down the inside. He's got that position stuck. And then Sereneti's going to go down the inside as well. He's like, thank you for coming, but I'm going to take that position. But now Heathman is trying to send one down the inside. Now he's on the outside for the next corner. There's a little cutback by Heathman. He's on the outside of Serenity into the left-hander. But Rallet's got the lead. And now the three FBR boys are fighting with each other. They shouldn't fight too much. They should rather tuck in behind each other and try and stick behind Rallet and not let him pull away from them. That's the last thing they want. And Serenity's going to send it down the inside. Rallet and Serenity bumped. That's a little bit of a naughty pass attempt there, I think. But that promotes Heathman into first place, followed by the Tullio, Serenity. And then Rallet lost out, and then Mulem's close by. I think Rallet will want to avoid Mulem here completely, judging by the passing opportunities that he tried to make for himself. He's not going to want to get anywhere near that, man. But yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. I'm assuming that will be reviewed. I'm going to actually have got Discord open on one of the monitors. So Mulem was already handed a 2-place penalty for reckless driving, lap 1, turn 4. I guess that would be deserved, but the guy that lost the most there was Caruso, who still now has to make a big comeback drive and catch up to these guys, but it does seem like the battle is going to be up front between Heathman and... Ooh, Heathman ran wide there. That's going to put some dirt on his tires and give the Tullio the opportunity to just catch up a little bit and maybe try and send one. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to force the issue. Come on, guys, don't touch your teammates. Oh, and he pushes his own teammate off the track. Heathman does seem like he managed to just tuck in behind Serenity. Now Sereneti's going to go with the Tullio, so it's a two Alessandros. The British-Italian version versus the American version. In any case, that promotes Rallet up into third now, so Serenity's now just pointing at the Tullio. Come on, boys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Rallet's catching up to us. And Mulem is still here. Somehow Mulem managed to just stick with these guys. I think it's all the battling happening there. But now Rallet is sitting hot behind Serenity at the moment. We're going to try and bring up another cam, guys. Just give me 1 second to sort that one up. I'm going to give you... Serenity goes down the inside of the Tullio. And that now puts Rallet in a very good position to try and make something work. I'm going to just put Rullet's helmet cam up onto the stream so we can follow it from his view. And Rullet is now going to go down the inside. He's going to be on the outside for the next corner. Now he's going to tuck in behind the Tulio. The Tulio and Serenity needs to work together to try and pull away from Rullet, but Rullet is having none of this. He's going to stick with these guys and battle with them all the way through. And it puts Heathman on a nice position to do a battle as well. We're going to follow this battle on track. It doesn't seem like anything close, except between number 7 and number 9 on track. And sorry, as I quickly, I'm going to just come back to that in a moment. Rullet is tucked in behind him. That's Rullet down into second, but the Tulio is not going to let that one go too quick. He's going to go on the outside of this. He's going to go down the inside in the next corner, which gives him the spot. But thanks, Heathman is like, thank you guys, you two will battles. It's two dogs fighting over a bone. The third one picks it up and walks away with it. So thank you, says Heathman, for that. I'll take that. Any case, while these two guys, 3, 4, 5 guys are battling it out, there's a warning against the Tulio for unsafe overtake, safe driving infraction, contact with Heathman. So the guys just need to take it nice and be a little bit calmer on track. Any case, we're going to just go back to the single camera view now. The battle up front is crazy. It's FPR vs FPR vs FPR vs CV Performance, and then Mulem is just sitting behind him, but not quite close enough to battle, who drives as a privateer. I'm going to quickly run. No, I don't want to run through the grid yet because there's a potential pass upcoming here. Oh, it seemed like it touched him just a little bit and made him go a little bit wobbly there, but he managed to keep hold on to his car. So Heathman. So Serenity from Heathman, from the Tulio from Rullet at the moment. Still the 4-way battle with that dark horse just hanging behind him. Mulem, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything else from where he is at the moment. He's probably going to lose a couple positions because of the penalty, so he might want to gain a position or two just to be put straight back where he was. And yeah, so the battle at the moment is the 3 FPRs versus the 1 AMG CV Performance. Absolutely amazing driving between these 4 guys. It's really, really good to watch. It's very good for the stream. I'm enjoying commentating on this. But now Rullet is sniffing the rear bumper of the Tulio. He's giving him a little bit of a nudge on the back. Oh, he went a little bit wobbly. The Tulio there. Rullet might not want to try the bump draft on lag. That generally lets the guys spin out quite easily, but yeah, so there's now it's a 4-way battle for first, but there's a mini battle between Heathman and a mini battle between the Tulio and Rullet, but now Rullet seems like he's fallen off a little bit, and the Tulio as well, so it's just a battle up front. I'm going to use this opportunity to quickly go through the grid. So we've got Serenity, the Tulio, Rullet. Somebody's missing, yeah? Heathman is missing on the timing sheet. Oh, okay, so his lap probably didn't pick up somewhere, but in any case, so we're going to go with Serenity, Heathman, the Tulio, Rullet. Then we've got Mulem, Carmine Caruso in 5th, Bullride 6th, Manzone in 7th, Vaglio Christian in 8th, Murray Adams, and then Keller and Mossman, but it just took us straight back to the battle up front. The game knows this is where we want to be, and I don't think Heathman is going to try and stick it down the inside yet. He still has 7 more laps to complete before he's going to have to worry about his position, but he might want to be careful of hanging around Serenity too long with the Tulio and Rullet catching up again. Gap has now closed between 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. It's up to nose to tail racing between these 4 guys at the moment. And if we look at the rest of the track, there's no battling. Serenity is going a little bit defensive, compromising his own exit into the next corner. And we've got Heathman is now on the inside of Serenity. Are they going to touch? Serenity's going to leave the space, but the Tulio is now sniffing a little bit. He sees the door open. He's like, no, I need to go through there. And that door was slammed closed in his face. Oh, wow, the Tulio lagged a little bit there, but anyways, he's still on track. He's still happening. And we've got Rullet now on top of the Tulio and Serenity on top of Heathman. Who's going to go? I think Rullet might just be a little bit more patient. He's going to come down the inside. No, he just had a look. He just showed to Tulio, listen, buddy, I'm here. Be aware of my presence. I'm going to stick it down the inside at some point. And Heathman, Serenetti, De Tullio, Rullet. It's the battle of the day so far. This is probably some of the best racing I've seen in this Kart Racing Pro Simulator. It's really, really good. It's really nice to see. I'm going to bring up Rullet's camera again if it doesn't take us away from it. Serenetti goes down the inside of Heathman. He's going to compromise both the exits. It puts De Tullio and Rullet on top of them now. Just going to bring up the view from Rullet's side so we can see the battle from at the back of the pack. And now De Tullio goes down the inside, but Serenetti's got the inside line of the next corner. Ooh, the two of them touch. They don't want to do that. They're just giving Rullet a little bit of opportunity to just sneak a position here and take the 3 FPR man podium away from them. And now Rullet is coming down the inside of De Tullio. He's going to get that position. That's definitely done. Done and dusted. He's still in the slipstream for the next corner. He's not going to risk too much into the next one. Absolutely amazing driving between these 4 guys, and Serenetti goes down the inside. Rullet's gonna go around the outside into the next corner. Maybe he might still. No, he's actually lost the position there. Quite strange. I think it's the momentum lost from the 2 guys in front of him that compromised him as well. So yeah, we're following. Still, Serenetti's got the lead, holding on to Heathman at the moment, or holding it onto the lead from Heathman at the moment, rather. And De Tullio is in 3rd. With Rullet in 4th. The positions keep changing between these 4 guys. It's really, really good racing. And Mulam has completely fallen away. He's in 5th with Caruso trying to catch up, but there's way too much of a gap for him to make up that position. This is still the battle to follow all the way through. It's gonna go down to the last corner. Who's gonna be the guy that's gonna win this? We're thinking it's a top 5. But Caruso got taken out completely, and at the moment, he's not close enough to do anything. So this is what we have. This is the 4 guys making this worth watching. It's absolutely amazing to watch, amazing to commentate, and it's just really clean driving from these 4 guys. It's really just setting the standard in the KRP League. Listen, this is how you race. This is how you keep it nice and clean. Most of the times, obviously, as they say, rubbing is racing. And these guys have rubbed a little bit, but not too much to cause any serious issues. And Heathman goes down the inside. It pushes Serenetti out quite a lot, which promotes De Tullio into 2nd. And so Serenetti is now on the outs. Rullet's going down the inside. They're going 3 wide into the first corner, which is not something they want to do. Serenetti tucks it back into the inside. From the outside to the inside, he's going to take that position away from De Tullio. And all of this fighting promotes Rullet into 2nd right now. But having done all of this fighting is just giving Heathman just a little bit of a breather at the moment, so these guys shouldn't be fighting too much. They've got 4 more laps, but I know everybody wants to get the podium, and Rullet just really wants to take away from the FPR boys, because it's basically an all FPR front grid or a podium, and Rullet is just like, no guys, I'm gonna get in the middle of this. I will take myself a podium from the FPR boys, and Heathman is now still leading. He's got a little bit of a gap building. So these guys need to work together and not fight too much. There's a warning against... Rullet went a little bit wobbly there again, but it's just as I say that, it was a warning against Heathman, unsafe overtake, safe driving infraction, contact with Serenetti. So the pass wasn't too clean, according to the stewards, but it's not a penalty as yet. See if we can get the driver view from Serenetti following. As you guys can see, it's basically been a 4-way battle from start all the way through 15 laps into the race. It's been absolutely phenomenal racing between these 4 guys, and there's no other battle on track to even consider following, really. So yeah, it's really, really good stuff between these guys, but Heathman's got a little bit of a breathing gap for another lap to go, so Rullet is going to try. Rullet's catching up a little bit. It seems like Serenetti's falling off. Yeah, oh wow, Rullet climbs that curb quite a lot, and his kart bounces a pretty big amount on the track. But yeah, the Tullio is now in the slipstream. Rullet's in slipstream. Heathman, oh, they touched. No. Come on, guys, catch on to that one. Wow, somehow Rullet managed to survive through that contact. He completely lost the cart for a moment. Rullet bumped. Oh, he bumped Heathman off the track there. Heathman's going to try and squeeze back in here. These tires are going to be full of dirt. Oh, it's getting dirty. No, it's carnage. That's not what we want to see. It's been phenomenal racing all the way through, and then just a little bit of concentration loss or something, or the guys are getting frustrated, sitting behind each other, and that is the end of that battle. The four-way battle has now gone down to 3, but the Tullio's got the gap in front of Rullet, who's following, and then Serenity. Where has Heathman gone to? Heathman now has to battle with Mulem. It's a battle he definitely doesn't want on this track. If Mulem's history is anything to go by, he's gonna probably send it down the inside and take someone out. Something I don't want to say as a commentator, but it's been his record tonight. He's literally been diving it down the inside and taking people out of the race. So, happened to Caruso and it happened to somebody else in the pre-final. So Mulem just has to be a little bit more patient with his racing. Okay, it doesn't seem like anything's going to happen here. We're going to go back to the front. And we've got Rullet and the Tullio still battling. Rullet caught up to the Tullio, that small gap it was building. Because of the carnage that happened, we've got one more lap after this. Oh, there's, is that a... Oh yeah, I'm assuming number 68 of Christian just took it off there. Ran wide and decided to get out of the way. He doesn't want to be in the way of a place for the victory tonight. Any case, we are going into our final lap. This is the final lap. It's between the Tullio and Rullet again, as in the pre-final. Serenity is just about close, but not close enough, and Heathman is unfortunately not part of this fight. So yeah, the Tullio, Rullet. This is the battle. Who's gonna win it, guys? Yeah, so Savaglio, whatever, he got lapped. The Tullio, Rullet, we have a couple more corner. Well, we've got what, half a lap left. Rullet's running wide. That's unfortunate. That's not the best place to go around the track. He would have lost a little bit of momentum, but doesn't seem like he lost too much. So he's still in it to win it. This is gonna be, is it gonna be a FPR CV performance, FPR podium? So we've got 2 more corners left. This doesn't seem like Rullet is gonna make it. that is gonna be the first victory of the day, of the season. We'll go to the Tullio, followed by Rullet, followed by Serenity, followed by Heathman in 4th, and Mulem's going to end up in 5th, but he's going to get a penalty. I already saw that. So Caruso, that will promote him up 1 spot, and Bullwright will also be promoted up 1 spot. Guys, the racing was really good. It was really, really nice. It's just unfortunate that incident between Rullet and Heathman. That's probably going to get reviewed. But yes, it was good racing. It was fun to watch. Please stick around. There's interviews. I want to hear from the guys in this race, what they thought of it, how everything worked out for them in their opinion. I don't think Leon's gonna get a penalty. He might get a warning though. There was contact between him and Heathman, but that's not up to me. It's up to obviously the race steward. So I'm just gonna save the replay. OKC season 9, round 1. Hopefully it saves everything that's needed to be saved. Might not have everything. As long as we have the final, everything else doesn't matter. Guys, what do you think of the race? Tell us in the chat. I thought it was really good. The battle up front was really, really fantastic. It's just a pity that it ended up somebody taking out someone else, or the guys just losing a little bit of their composure and focus on the track for just a moment, 1 or 2 seconds, and somebody got taken out. That's very unfortunate, but the racing... Ooh. Ooh. Guys, this is unfortunate. One position penalty, unsafe driving, contact with Heathman, Tertulio. That takes him off the top slot and puts him down to second, which promotes Rallet into first. I am seeing the race steward typing another message. There might be another spanner thrown in the works. Just waiting on the race steward to say he's... Ooh, Rallet gets a one position penalty, unsafe driving, contact with Heathman. So that promotes him back. So the positions will stay exactly as it is, right? If my brain works correctly, that means the Tulio gets a penalty, puts him down to second, puts Rallet in first. Rallet gets a penalty, puts him down to second, and then puts the Tulio back where he was, right? That's how they do it. It just depends on who got the penalty first. Obviously, they typed it out with the Tulio getting it first. But does that mean the infringement was before Rallet and Heathman? So according to me, that would mean the grid stays exactly the same. Okay, so far with penalties, it's first the Tulio, Serenity second, Rallet third. Okay, I'll wait for all the chats to come up so I can see exactly what it's meant to be. So guys, yeah, we're just waiting on everybody to get their penalties handed out to them. And then we can do the post-race interviews. Obviously, we can't do it if we don't know who's where, so they're just going to sort that out quickly. It will take a minute or two. I don't think it will take too long. See, the guys are heading into the... Just waiting on the guys to jump into the chat so we can see exactly who's supposed to be where. So guys, just hang on for a moment, please. Should be soon. I see the Tulio was already moved into the media room. Just waiting on the final two guys. Rallet got moved in. Last guy, we're just waiting on the final one. Paul, I'm gonna just ask you, give you a warning. Please do not type what I just saw you typed in my chat. I will have to ban you for future. Okay, just waiting on the last guy for the interview. Guys, just one second, please. Any case, gents, while we're waiting, give me your feedback. What do you think? What do you think of the race? That was probably the best final I've done in a while. Close racing from the start all the way back to the finish. Absolutely phenomenal driving between the guys. I'm just waiting on the penalties. Oh, the last person to join the chat. I think the guys are trying to figure out. Serenity had a couple of dirty moves. Yeah, and I assume it will be reviewed by the race stewards. I think all of the guys had a couple dirty moves, to be honest, and I think all of the guys got warnings in the Discord. So, okay, yeah, I got another chat. Yeah, hopefully we are done. Jeez, about time. Okay, finally. Oh, we're still waiting on one more person, right?
I'm not even sure, actually.
Okay, so how I got the standing. So first is the Tulio, second Serenity, third Rullet, and then the top amateur is Caruso. That's how I just got it. Any case, so I think we chat to Carmine. We'll start off with you, because hold on, just I need to deny some. Okay, cool. So we'll start off with you. Talk us through your final, because actually talk us through your entire race event, because it seems like you took yourself out in the pre-final, and then you had a lot to do to catch up to the guys again, and then in the final you got completely rammed on the inside of a corner and taken out, and you had to rework everything today. So talk us through what went through your head specifically at that moment. Maybe what happened when you took yourself out in the pre-final, and then when you got taken out in the final.
Yeah, the pre-final was entirely my fault. I just got on top of the curb, and my magic card just went sideways, and I fell back to last. But I still had to keep my head game strong, and I still wanted to do really well. So obviously trying to do well for the team. So I said, you know what, we'll try and fight back as close as we can, and I ended up, finishing P5 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that was the end result. P5. Who was in front of you? Heathman, the only guy in front of.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mulem got penalized. Yeah, so that would have been P5, which is still a very good comeback drive considering getting rammed completely off the track.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my pre-final. Pre-final was entirely my fault. Final, I just got shunted. Yeah, guy was never gonna make the corner, and I never talk bad about anybody, but I was never that guy was never gonna make the corner. So it's definitely disappointing. But the Magic Cart crew definitely was able to help me out a bunch today. Super thanks to Justin Iconis and Dylan Den Hayes. These guys helped me out a ton. And it stinks, but we'll be back for the next round. I'm super excited.
Yeah, and the racing was really good. And as you called it, Milan was never going to make the corner, and he did exactly the same thing in a pre-final, exactly the same corner, just a different card that time around. So yeah, it's definitely something that the guys will have to have a look at. But yeah, from my side, well done. You still made a good comeback, even though getting taken out. And I think you ended up in 5th in the final, right? So you have 2 P5s, right? So
yes, 2 P5s.
So it's still a decent haul of points for you, even though you had some really bad luck. So yeah, can't wait to see you on track for the next round. So thank you.
Yeah, we'll be back better than ever.
That's great. Okay, and we are moving to the P3 guy. That would be Rullet, my man. Very unfortunate. The battling was so great between the 4 of you guys, between Heathman and then you 3 guys on the podium. Talk us through what happened in the final, or what was your thoughts? Because you were sitting behind the FBR train for quite a while. in the pre-final and the final, and then two guys took each other out, and you kind of got promoted up, and then you just never looked back. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, I mean, I was struggling a lot in the beginning. Just didn't have the pace out of the corners, but I was still able to stick with the FBR guys, and like probably mid race, I started to get closer and closer and getting faster and faster from lap times. And yeah, we had a quite good battle. I'm still shaking. Yeah, I was so focused, and sadly, I got a penalty for the incident with Aaron. But I'm sure it is a fair decision by the stewards to give me a penalty, because it was a bit messy from my side. But the pace was there, and I think I had the fastest lap of the race, so I'm quite happy.
Yeah, you definitely had a stronger second half of the race, but you did enough to stick around with the guys in the first half to be able to get into your stride and your groove. And I mean, at some point, guys are going to contact each other. If you race from the start to the finish, bumper to bumper, in the sim world with a little bit of lag issues or ping, you're going to bump each other at some point. So I guess penalties will be handed out, but the racing from my side, it was probably the best race I've had the privilege of commentating on or watching, because it was a four-way battle from start to finish. So yeah, very well done. Yeah, it's unfortunate the penalties came out, but unfortunately those things are also part of the real world and the sim world in what we do. So yeah, very well done, clean racing from your sides, most of the part. So
yeah, thank you.
Okay, now we're moving on to Mr. Serenetti and the boss man of the series. Who managed to somehow get second place after some very awkward driving. Let me just ask you the first question I need to ask is, what happened to you in the pre-final? Did you take yourself out, or was there contact between you and Heathman? Because I just missed that.
So no, yeah. Basically, I just clipped the curb a little bit, and it sent me into a half spin, which I did get back. But then Aaron was carrying too much momentum to stop, and he just went into me.
Yeah.
It was really neither's fault. Like, it was a bit of a stinker, but yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It was your own little mistake, and then he just kind of ran into you because of your mistake. So it's unfortunate for both of you guys. Let's talk about the final. It was absolutely phenomenal racing between the four of you guys. Bumper to bumper stuff. It's probably like I said, the best racing I've seen in a while in this game or the sim. What were your thoughts sitting in that pack, trying to figure out, because you guys were swapping positions quite a lot. So yeah, what were you thinking?
Yeah, it was really tense all race, really. It was hard to predict who was going to be at the front every time, and who when you had to be at the front, and all that stuff. It was a hard race to predict, but in the end, it turned out how it ended up turning out. So I can't be too disappointed with the result. P2 to start the championship isn't a bad way to start. So I just have to keep my my consistency up and hope for the best in the next races.
Yeah, and it seemed like the last exit of the last corner, you never wanted to be in first, because the slipstream seemed to be absolutely crazy coming around the start finish into the second corner. Were you like maybe purposefully holding back to not try and pass somebody before you get into the slipstream, or you're just gunning it whenever you had the opportunity?
Yeah, no, it was definitely hard being at the front. It wasn't easy, especially when I was like under pressure by three people who I know who are really quick and they can race it properly. So and today's weather, we had some wind for a change, and it was really difficult to pull away. Like the slipstream just made you gain so much time.
Yeah.
So like it was a really I wouldn't say conservative race, but it was hard. That's the only way I can explain it, really. It was a really hard race. I'm glad the boys have joined in OKC. to put on such a great show for the championship, and if you like, boost the reputation of the championship by giving battles like this to the guys watching at home. So it's been a great night. I'd like to thank everyone who did take part, and and yeah, I'm speechless. I'm even after the race, I'm speechless.
Yeah. Just hang around, Mr. Serenity, so you can close off the stream after I chatted the other Alessandro, who managed to take double victory here tonight. If I'm not mistaken, you won out the pre-final and then managed to grab the final, which is the most important one. Talk us through what were you thinking in that pack? It was absolutely crazy racing. What was your mindset sitting there? Because it seemed like at some point you fell off a little bit because you and Rullet were having a huge battle, and then Heathman and Serenity pulled away, and then you guys got back into it with them fighting. It almost seemed like a roller coaster of position swaps. It was up and down, up and down. What were you thinking going through that whole process?
Yeah, it was a really good race, really intense. Well, to start off the race, my engine was somehow 10 degrees under where it should have been. So that was not a good sign. So I was blocking at the beginning because I had no pace. And then once they all got around and we all settled in, at the end of the race, the thing that happened with Aaron sucks. I think it was just a lag issue. So I think he deserves a podium for sure. And yeah, it was a very intense race and very fun.
Yeah, and yeah, it was quite funny to experience. It was FPR 1, 2, 3, and then we had Rullet with the CV Performance team just behind you guys, trying to block that triple FPR podium. Were you guys sitting in Discord together? Everybody just offered? Because how does that work when you guys are racing together? Because it does seem like you guys as a team still manage to clip each other quite a lot on track. Is it just no team orders and just put your head down and race?
We try the best. We try our best to work as a team, but once it gets to the end of the race, I think it's just
May the best man win.
Yeah, exactly. And
So,
I think honestly, Leon did really good to split us up quite a bit.
yeah.
If that didn't happen with Aaron, I think it could have been a possible 1, 2, 3. Obviously.
Yeah, I
If
think
they were all up there.
I think it's difficult to have a first, second, and third in a four-way battle, because I feel bad for the guy that ended second, third, fourth, because it was such anybody could have won the race at any time. So thank you for putting up a really good show. Well done on your victory. Hopefully there's some more for you to come. We only started this league tonight. Well, started season 9 tonight. So yeah, good luck, and we will see you at the next race.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that is it for the post-race interviews. I'm going to ask Serenity, who is the series owner, to just give us final thoughts and thank yous, and then we will close out the stream.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Well, I couldn't have asked for a better night, to be honest. The turnout wasn't as good as we had last season. I think last season we were hitting about 20, 25 drivers mark. But, a smaller grid doesn't mean worse racing by all means. So, yeah, I'd like to thank all the competitors that took part, all the viewers on our streams. Thanks a lot to you guys. Mainly Sean. He does put in a lot of effort to put these streams up. So thanks for joining, and send some support. And yeah, thanks to all of our sponsors, our prize sponsors, of course. So we've got Live Lap Timing, Hyatt Designs, OP Motorsport Designs, and of course, sorry, I'm just having a brain fart real quick. And Minus 273 for providing all the great prizes we have on offer this season, and all of our series sponsors. So Against All Odds Media for all of our media, SKM for the organization, and of course Kart Racing Pro for that amazing sim, I'd say. And yeah, thanks for you guys tuning in. I'm stuttering now, so I'll let Sean talk.
Okay, that's it. That's we will see you guys for the next round. Alessandro, when exactly is the next round? I can't see it. I probably just opened the calendar,
So
right?
it'll be at Le Mans, France, on Saturday, the 3rd of April.
All right, that's Saturday the
Same time.
3rd of April, which works out perfectly for me. The next day, I've got to do some broadcasting. This is going to be a great race. We've seen some epic racing on that track. So, guys, put that in your calendar. We will see you on Saturday, the 3rd of April, for some driving in France. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you.